Sunday afternoon, everybody. This is Chris from Christopher's Hobbies, also Florida Model Rotor Train Show page, and also from the YouTube page that you're now watching. I'm making this video over what train shows are coming up for Florida in the next few months. Something I do on one of my pages. Let me give you my pages, YouTubers. If you're not on any of my... I know this is high-tech, isn't it? These are my Facebook pages. Christopher's Hobbies mainly deals with my layout and everything that has to do with my layout. Florida Model Rotors Train Show page. To find it, just type that in. It should come up. That primarily deals with all the shows we have going on in Florida. I try to keep everybody apprised of everything that's coming up. Shows that I do know about and shows that some people don't know about. There's a bunch of different ways of getting shows and stuff like that. But I also find when sometimes there's clubs having open houses and stuff, I will post those as well, because sometimes there'll be little sales going on in those as well for people that are looking to buy trains. Let's go on with the train shows that are up and coming for Florida right now. Right now we have coming up this coming weekend is we have this Marion County Model Rotors Toy Train Collectible Hobby Show. Never been there. I would assume it's a little show, but it should have pretty good sales. Like I said, if you ever go to these shows and I don't get a chance to go to them, I'd appreciate people taking pictures and sharing them on my Facebook page, Florida Model Rotors Train Show page. That way we all get an idea of what's at the show and everything else. If you'd like to give your account of the show, that's well and good too. I would appreciate that. Also, coming up also on January 19th is not necessarily in Florida, but it is up there in Georgia, up by Atlanta. Some of the North Florida hobbyists will have an easier drive to it than some of us down further south, but there's a show up there. It's North Atlanta, if I'm not mistaken, and that should be a pretty decent show. My old standard is the Villages Model Train Show and Sale. I really do like that one. Some people do, some people don't. I like it because the venue's nice, and I mean it's small, but yeah, there's a pretty good amount of trains in there, and the vendors are pretty decent. And like I said, the venue's nice, and there's a couple really nice model railroads to look at as well. The next one coming up. Oh, that, by the way, that is in February also. Also coming up is in February we have Fort Pierce. I've never been to that train show. That's further south. If anybody's been to it or has gone to it, let me know how that show is. I might make a trip to go see it. Pretty much simple on the paperwork. So we'll see how that shows up. Next show coming up is in Jacksonville. We also have a show down in, while I'm talking about it, I do believe we have one down in Bradenton, which is the scale rails. I haven't got any information on it yet, printed out, but I will post it on my train show page. So if you're interested in the Bradenton area, I think it's in June, but I'm not sure, but I will post it. Another train show I'm getting ahead of myself. Jacksonville, February 9th. Then we have a little train show up in Ocala. This one here is in a little church in a little town, little part of Ocala. Nice little show. I've been to it. It's small, but you might get lucky if you're an N scale. HO and O scale, they definitely have a lot of stuff in those two scales. Yeah, my old standard. I like this one. This is in my stomping ground as well. It's just the Plant City, which is March 23rd. That's a good show to go to. That's in the HCC campus. Also, we have Volusia County's coming up again, but this will be a smaller show. It won't be like the one that was this or that's going on right now. It'll be a little bit smaller, only one building, but it's usually, like I said, it's pretty decent and it's worth going to. Then right after that, we have a little bit of a gap in May. I don't know if there's a break going on or something, but we go right from April into June, and I don't see anything for May yet. So if you guys know of anything happening in May, please let me know. Also, like I said, we have the Florida State Fairgrounds again. Another one that everybody likes. This is coming in June 1st and 2nd, and that's at the Florida State Fairgrounds as well. Then the Ocala show comes back again on June 8th. Now, here's Spring Hill show at Dana's Trains and Hobbies. Let me get this phone to focus. There's the address. It's a little flea market out front, which is October 13th. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm reading all the wrong ones. It should be in February 9th. They just had one yesterday, and unfortunately I had to make a choice on which one to go to. So they have one coming up in February and one coming up in March, and that's on the 9th of each. Also, I'm trying to think. There is a couple more shows showing up. Like I said, I'm gonna post them on my pages again. Do yourselves a favor, if you're on Facebook, please like them and subscribe to them, especially if you live in Florida and you're looking for what train shows are coming up, or if you know of train shows, club openings, anything like that. Please let me know. I'll post them and keep everybody up to speed on what shows are coming up. So let's just go over them one more time. You guys get your pencils and papers out. Write this information down. Okay, that's coming up. And we have this one. Okay, and remember guys, you can hit pause and write this stuff down, but these are all the shows coming up. I got a few more coming on top of these. I just seen another page I got stapled that I didn't go over. And like I said, there's more shows than what I'm listing here, because these are just the ones I know of or the ones I find out about. But there is more shows. A lot of people know about them. If you guys belong to clubs and stuff and you're having open houses and things like that, please, by all means, let me know so I could post the information up on my pages, or you can. And those are the pages again. Okay, look them up, like them, and like I said, let me know what if you go to a train show, to post some pictures of it. And then also, like I said, I forgot some shows coming up. These are your Regal shows coming up. I got postings everywhere. Port Richey on the 16th of February. Kiss Me on the 23rd of February. We have Crystal River on the 23rd in Crystal River. And April 20th, we have Pinellas Park. And, oh, we have one in Inglewood. Look at there. On the 19th, next weekend. There you go. That is all the shows that are coming up. It's going to be a good time. I'll tell you, over all the other states in the United States here, I think we have the most train shows going on. And sometimes we'll have 3 going on at the same month. It's just a little frustrating because all the vendors get split up. I think that's why the Volusia was a little thin, because there was 2 other shows going too at the same time. But either way, these are all the shows coming up. And there you go. You guys could replay, pause, whatever you got to do to write these dates down. And like I said, go to the shows that are near you, and also make a trip, make a day trip with your family. Go to some of the further shows. I find when I go, I live in Ridge Manor, and it's a 2-hour drive for me to get to the Volusia County Fairgrounds. I find it to be a very relaxing ride because I go through the country way, back Florida roads to get there. And sure, it takes me a little bit longer, but then jumping on 50 and hitting I-4 and then going north. But I don't hit no traffic, and I get to see the country. And a very nice ride. So take some time off with the family. Go to the shows. Take them in. Best time in the world is on the weekends. For those of you who keep up with my models page, I changed out one of my trains. I changed out the bigger mixed freight for one of my locals, but eventually he's going to exchange with the W.O.R.M and typical freight train for it. They'll be switching in here. So, and I'm running a caboose, yes, just like on the Plant City switcher in Plant City, Florida. So, gotta have my cabooses. You got everything else going on here. My squeaky chair. Yeah, these are my SD40-2s. I've had them for a while. Those are the Intermountains. I found these are DC. They're not DCC or DCC with sound. They're just straight DC right now. I'll put some decoders in them when I get my DCC set up. But those are really fine running engines. Unfortunately, they're really light and don't pull much. But I found a way of weighting them down. There's a little bit of room in where the speaker used to go, or where the speaker should go. If you don't run sound and you're going to run DCC or just plain DC, there's a big cavity in that fuel tank area that you can load down with moldable weight. And you could shove about maybe half an ounce, maybe a quarter ounce, half ounce of weight in there. Don't sound like much, but it does go toward a little bit more tractive effort. You know, as you know, these things by themselves couldn't pull that train, and even a pair of them couldn't pull that train. And you can see now they're pulling a fairly decent train just by adding about a quarter ounce to each one of them. So I was just using moldable weight, something you use for making sinkers out of for fishing. You can get them out of most of your supply houses for fishing. It's like looks like a lead weight, gray lead kind of putty. You can shove in there. You just insulate the two metal halves in there so you don't short anything out. But you can plow a lot of weight into those fuel tanks, and where the speaker goes, the sugar cubes go, and you can weigh them down. As you can see, they work really good. Also, too, I put 2 CSX units. I took the UP off there. Okay, guys, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna get back out, get me something to eat and something to drink. You guys have yourself a wonderful Sunday. I hate to break the news to you, but you got to go to work tomorrow. It's Monday. You guys have a wonderful day. Bye bye.